the way we always set up things is whenever we're on location, all of our cameras, all of our audio recorders record to SD cards, and then those SD cards actually get sent to a DIT station on set, on location with us, wherever we go, and then we copy it onto our computer. And what we do is all of our project files are the same way. Every project we have is on our external hard drives, on location drives, as a year, month, and date, and then the project name. So we're going to record what date we actually filmed it, and then the project name. And inside that folder is different folders for footage, audio, graphics, photographs, and sometimes production documents on there as well, just in case we need them while we're on set of like different contracts, on location contracts, actor releases and stuff like that. We keep them on there as well. But for the most part, we have all of our footage on there, and inside that has every single camera we had on set that day, and we label which camera it was, which lens we were using on that camera. That way we know if we want an extreme wide shot, we're going to pick camera 3G, which means a GoPro or something like that. If we want a tighter shot, we're going to pick camera 2, 55 to 250, because that's 55 to 250 millimeter lens. Then on our audio, we're going to have all of our Zoom H4Ns on there, and then we have either a D or an A next to them, which means direct audio from like a mixer, or ambient audio, which means microphones that were placed somewhere in the room. Then we have all of our graphics, let's say company logos, different people have different graphics for us sometimes, and different pictures for us. We're going to put them all in the graphics file. If we have Adobe Illustrator files, we're going to put them all in there. Then photographs, all of our photos that we have for that project that we took, and that project file is actually on our 2 terabyte on location drive, and that way my DIT station operator knows exactly where things go when I hand him an SD card, and I don't need to sit there and tell him every single step of the way. And then at the end of the day, before we leave that location, once everything's copied onto that project file on the 2 terabyte on location drive, we copy that entire project file over to that 1 terabyte drive. That way it's copied at least twice. We also have the copy on the SD cards as well. Then once we get back to the office, that 2 terabyte one gets plugged into our computer, and we copy it onto the actual computer we're going to edit it on. And then we copy it also onto an office one, which is a 5 terabyte WD MyBook one. And that stays here in the office the entire time. And see, this way we have 4 copies of everything before we start editing those files. That way if we mess something up, we still have that footage somewhere. Or if that footage gets lost somehow, we have 3 other copies somewhere. But while we're editing, every single project file we edit on, if we're pulling footage from a project, we're going to pull it off of our actual hard drive on the computer, because that's a solid state drive. So that way we can actually get the fastest rendering times, fastest playback times, because we're not actually connecting to any USB device to get that footage or those photos or the graphics. We're just playing it back off of our actual hard drive off the computer. That way I can take this on the road, I can edit in the passenger seat on the way to some different venue. I can do all that kind of stuff because all that project file is actually on my computer itself. There's no hard drives involved. I copy it onto external hard drives that are regular hard drives, but that's just to copy it. And then once a week, everything gets copied to an offsite backup somewhere else, and that's again on a regular hard drive. There's nothing really special about it. Overall, we have 21.5 terabytes of hard drive somewhere that we end up using. It's a lot, but it's a lot better than not having anything at all